In terms of Callion, that was kind of random. So I was working with the over at Gateway with the military members. And one day I opened up the Canadian Family Physician magazine, and there was like an ad from Callion to work with the military. And I was like, "Ah, that's interesting. I'll just give him a call and see what this job is about." And I talked to the recruiter, and everything sounded really nice. And I think what sold me at the time was that they said, like, like, just try it. If you don't like it, like, there's 2 weeks to give us notice, and that'll be it. You can like kind of walk away. So I was like, what do I have to lose? And I tried it out, and I've been working with them ever since.
All right. So it's not like you're getting conscripted or anything, it's like a pretty low committal contract and you're like, okay, that sounds fun. Let's try this out. How did they actually pitch it to you? What was the thing that drew your interest when you were talking to Callian?
Well, they were kind of saying like, yeah, you can just try it out. It's all 2 weeks, and then you can quit if you don't like it. It's very flexible. You can choose to work like part time or full time at the start, whatever you kind of want. Even like one day a week if you wanted to kind of just dip your toes in. And they're like, yeah, it's a very motivated population. They're all like generally fit and healthy, and um, there's they all have basically medication that's paid for through their plan. They have physio that's paid for. They got access to specialists. It's a big multidisciplinary team in the clinic. So they have a lot of support, a lot of help. And um, yeah, they said it's going to be pretty. I was actually kind of wondering, I was telling them, like, am I going to be kind of like, am I going to lose my competency because there's going to be, everyone's just like healthy? And they're like, no, it's going to be okay. And um, so it wasn't, it, at the end of the day, it wasn't as like there. You still see pathology and you still see a lot of like things, but the population is like kind of like 18 to like your kind of at the oldest would be like your 60-year-old. No one older than that, and so people are generally a lot more healthier, I guess, than your general population. But yeah, that was the sort of pitch. It almost sounded like I was going to be like paid hourly for doing very little work. There is work. You're going to be busy, but it's enjoyable and rewarding work. That's for sure.
It sounds like a little bit of how I felt after graduating. I finished in 2019 and I was sort of floating around doing the odd locum here and there, doing some walk in clinic stuff. I wound up going into tech and the world of startups versus going into the paramilitary side of things. So you've been here for several years now. Clearly, you liked it. What's your favorite part about the job so far?
My favorite part is probably working with the military members. It's pretty rewarding. They get to go all around the world, and you're sort of supporting all those missions, and a lot of things that, like, I was kind of naive before this. I thought like the Canadian military were probably not up to much, and then you're working in it, and they're just going all over the world in places that like you don't even hear about in the newspapers. So you get to kind of sort of indirectly know about all these like cool missions and places, and yeah, that's a lot of fun.
I'm Dr. Jordan Vollrath, and you've been watching Cherry Live, brought to you by Cherry Health. Please like and subscribe to see more clips like this, or check us out at www.cherry.health, Canada's medical network.